Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tim Yap Live. I hope you guys are all doing great. Today is the first day of GCQ again, right? So somehow we have to always keep things fresh and celebrate everything one day at a time because if not, I would have counted 200 plus, 230, whatever, 300 plus days of us being locked down. So wherever you're watching this from, whether from your mobile or from your homes, I'm so happy to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining me as we learn together through this phase of our lives amidst the pandemic. So there, I would like to say hello to some of our friends here. Bernie Halo, Beth Francisco, Tanya De La Paz, who's watching right now. Tanya has this amazing product called Kakatoes. It's like a not a flip flop, but like a sandal. So please get that from Flux Lifestyle. Super good products. Ronil Carulla, thank you so much for constantly watching all our lives. I am so happy whenever I see your name there. Anita Rojas is also watching within the confines of her beautiful home. And again, it makes me happy to see Anita Rojas watching us also. Bebot Ramos, our constant, Beth Francisco, and all the other people watching. Bezo Bell is watching us right now. This evening, it's super, for me, it's very special. Of course, it's our second season of getting to be in touch with our friends, of knowing how to adapt to this new, next, or current, normal, abnormal, whatever it is. We have to embrace it. We have to know how to deal with it. And this person, our guest for this evening, she knows, she has this magical way of knowing how to adapt. Sometimes not the best of circumstances will come to her, but she knows how to transform it and make it really work for her. And so I super admire how she does things. She's an animal lover. She's a queen of her in her own right. People call her the clapback queen of Instagram, and we will know why she's a clapback queen. And also, I think she's here, and we're here to learn from her. It's called there's a hashtag that she uses that I super love. It's called Best Life. So how do we have our best lives even amidst the darkness of the pandemic or whatever is happening in our country, happening to our world right now? We will all find out the answers based on this woman. And she's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Korina Sanchez Rojas. Yay! Hello, Korina. Ayan, nalakas ako yung volume ko, ha? I can hear you well. Hello, can you hear me, Korina?
So, hi, Tim.
Yes.
And hi to everybody who loves Tim, everybody who follows Tim. So I am also a big fan of Tim Yap. You know why, Tim? I think you're one of those people who really just loves positivity. And I think you're one of those who really just wants to look forward, move forward. And, there's so much going on in the world right now. The world, huh? Not
the world.
Yes. And I think we are kindred spirits in just making the most of what's available, right? And there is always so much to be thankful for, even under the present circumstances. So thank you very much for inviting me to your platform.
Yeah, for our live. Remember, Corina, from day one, after the Bruhaka thing, I said, Corina, we have to have a live. But then, of course, there were so many things that were happening that you needed to focus on first. First, I want to make sure that, because, everything that comes out of you is gold. So we want to be able to make sure that we hear it well. So I just wanted to make sure that your mic is okay.
I'm okay. okay, 100%.
Perfect, perfect. G3 is watching, and you had a great live with her.
Hoy,
I know,
G3 ha, ibang
G3
klase.
nandyan, no? Oh, kasi nag-usap kayo, alam ko, tungkol sa love life and all that. You know, whenever I'm with you, I have so much fun because you're one of the most candid people that I know, and you know, really, it just, I just can sit down and listen to you because there's so much wisdom. There's so much, you know, people call it bitchiness, but I call it, you know, it's just who you are, just being who you are, right? And so,
Well, Tim,
oh,
past 50 and you still don't know who you are and what you stand for and what you want to say, I think you're kind of in trouble. So, yes, I know what I stand for. I think I know what I want in my life and for other people's lives. I know what I want to be known for and what I
yes.
want to impart as a message. So, yes, I'm ready for Tim Yap.
Yay! Okay, amazing. I'm excited. So, Corina, so now, what is in the pipeline for you? What you told me that Rated K is now on Facebook, and you're doing, you know, and you were given ABS-CBN the platform, right? They told they gave you your Facebook, di ba? Balitang K or Rated
Ayan.
Corina now.
I'm very, very happy kasi, syempre, because we lost our franchise, so many artists, contract artists, and so many talents in ABS-CBN lost their jobs. And everybody's like, anong gagawin natin ngayon, right? Parang, pero ako kasi, Tim, I'm very, very practical person. First of all, I wasn't retrenched. Unlike, I mean, contrary to some of the headlines, no, I was not retrenched because I was able to negotiate for a really good um, retirement package with Mr. Gabby Lopez 3 years ago. So I was able to get, I think, a really generous package from the Lopez's 3 years ago. So, hindi na nila ako pwedeng i-retrench kasi nakapag-retire na ako 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But happy development is on the volition of the Rated K staff. And Rated K has been number one for like 15 years. um, we were able to amass millions of followers on our Facebook. So I was telling Jing Reyes, the head of news, oh, baka naman, pwede mo naman kami pagbigyan na sa akin na lang, I take over the page. I finance the production of the continuation of Rated K online through its Facebook page. And she agreed. I was so elated. I really believe the Lopezes are some of the most loving, generous, fair employers in the world. So I've been with them for 30 years. They gave me my page. So now you are able to watch Rated K every Sunday on the Rated Korina page. Siyempre, kailangan natin palitan ng konti yung title because of intellectual property. So the Rated K FB page is now called Rated Corina, and we continue to come up with really substantive and entertaining pieces every Sunday at 6:45 p.m.
Yeah.
Ayan.
And so for 30 years, Corina, you've been at the top of your game and continue to do so. Ano yun? Paano yung, how does the mind of Corina work for you to be constantly on top?
I don't know, Tim. I think it's all about being single minded. I think it's about targets. I'm a very target oriented person. And I think that doesn't diminish anything from life when you set targets. Kasi sa totoo lang, napakaikli ng buhay, di ba? I mean, how long do you intend to live? Sabi mo ng 80 years old or 90 years old. Ang mga iba nga, natitigok 55 years old pa lang. I'm already past 50. So, I I think very early in my life, in my 20s pa lang, I already knew what to invest in. Parang bagong empleyado pa lang ako sa ABS-CBN, alam ko na kailangan mag-amortization na ako ng art. So very early on, Tim, I was able to buy a Ventura. I was
Wow.
able to buy a Hoya, a Luna. I was able to buy a Marcel, a Barrio Quinto. These are the biggest names in art today. And at that time, well, at that time, syempre parang mahal pa rin, di ba? Pero hulugan, hulugan, hulugan. Teardrops, teardrops. Pero alam ko na one day, tataas ang presyo nito. So today, a Hoya that I bought for at that time, 166,666.66 pesos.
Wow. Naka-amortize yun.
Yes.
Hmm.
Today, pina-appraise ko is 6 million pesos. So, I mean, what was that? 20 years ago, I think para sa mga kabataan ngayon, listening to you, because idol ka ng maraming tao, it is never too late to invest in property, in art, and in all other things that are quality. Kasi alam mo, kahit yung mga Persian carpet na nag-crying, teardrops, hulugan na binayaran ko, yung mga dating 20,000 pesos, ngayon, 200,000 pesos na. So all I'm saying is this, you have to have foresight. You have to realize that your life is short. And in your life, you have to be able to plan it. Saan mo gusto maging 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now? And I validated that mindset in a conversation with, guess who? Amalia Fuentes.
Wow, okay.
Imagine, ha? One day, maaga ako natapos ng taping sa ABS-CBN. Naabutan ko siya sa isang makeup room. Sabi ko, Tita Nena, kumusta ka na? Alam mo ba, love kita. Kumusta ka na? And then, she started just saying all of her life lessons and said, Korina, ilang taon na ba ako ngayon? I'm 70. I only have 10 years more, more years to go. I plan my life per decade. Na sa decade na ito, from 60 to 70, ito na lang ang last years ko na pwede ako maglakad nang wala akong wheelchair. So, Iha, sabi niya, kailangan mag-travel na ako. Yan ang gusto kong ituro sa'yo. Plan your life per decade. Right? Hindi ba?
Yes. Yes.
Tim, na
Oh, yes.
we have to be able to realize and acknowledge and accept that at some point, hindi na natin kaya. Kaya, dito ako mamuhay. Parang wala na bukas. I want to do everything yesterday. Kaya ganyan ako kumilos. Sobrang sipag ko. I want to experience everything today instead of yesterday. And so far, so good.
Tama. Sabi mo kanina, Corina, yung mga things na iniyakan mo, mga ganon. Aside from art at yung mga inipon mo na nag-reap ng rewards ngayon, no? Ano pa ba yung mga ibang iniyakan mo?
Iniyakan ko na sa buhay ko?
Yes.
Well, meron din naman ako mga boyfriend na iniyakan. Pero
Ayun, sino?
hardly. You know why, Tim? I feel that relationships are secondary. I believe that the first relationship that you should take care of is your relationship with yourself.
Yes.
If you are able to appreciate and love yourself, be able to smile under the sun, in the water, at any time, and say, oh my God, God is good. Life is good. With or without anyone, then you are ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
I think your joy and your happiness is all about how you make it for yourself. Kasi alam mo, pagka inasa mo yan sa boyfriend mo, asawa mo, kaibigan mo, nako, marami pang ibang iniisip yung mga yon. Kailangan alam mo kung paano gumawa ng sarili mong kaligayahan whenever and wherever you are.
Yun. Pero among the boys that you have loved before, sino ang pinaka nagpaiyak sa'yo?
Nagpaiyak sa akin, I don't know, maybe my
Ano ang
career.
kaligayahan?
Maybe my career. Kasi una, Tim, hindi ako iyakin.
Oo.
Ewan ko, parang pinanganak akong Amazona.
Tapang,
Hindi
di ba?
wala talaga, hindi talaga ako naniniwala na you should be a victim of life. I
Yes.
really think you are empowered enough by God to harness life. You should be able to harness your experiences, the years you have left, so that you are able to live your best life. Kaya alam mo, kahit nung namatay yung nanay at tatay ko, 3 months apart lang yon ha, in 2004. Wala akong iniyak. Bakit? Kasi I felt that I had to be strong enough for my brothers. Kasi ate ako eh. So, wala lang. Parang feeling ko, yung iyak, okay, minsan kailangan mong ilabas yan. Pero, sa totoo lang, mga kaibigan, Tim,
Yes.
ikaw ang kapitan ng barko mo. Talagang kailangan hindi ka biktima. Ikaw ang mangbiktima sa buhay. Maghanda sila sa'yo.
Humanda, kaya lagi mo sinasabi, handa na ba kayo?
Handa
Dahil
na ba
yun ang
kayo kay Tim Yap?
pagbabanta mo, di ba?
Correct. Handa na ba kayo kay Tim Yap? Handa na ba kayo kay Korina Sanchez? Because we were born for a reason. And we were born for a purpose. And you have to be sure that before you're 70 or 80, nagawa mo na ang kontribusyon mo sa mundong ibabaw. Wala, ganun lang ako.
Ayun, napakasimple naman pala eh. Simpleng-simple lang. Sabi nga ni Anita Rojas, our friend, agree, never give the key of your happiness to anyone. Ayan. From
Exactly.
there, yes. Corina, we go and talk about family, you know? So, you've also moved to that chapter of your life, di ba? With marriage and being a mother and a wife, and we saw how devoted you are to your kids and to your husband. What's the best and the worst part about your roles as a mother and wife?
I have not seen any worse part in being a mom. Oh my God, tingnan mo naman yung mga baby ko. Ang ganda nila. Oh my gosh, I miss
Ang
them.
cute-cute talaga.
Ay, sobrang cute. You know, every day, parang they learn something new, they say something new. Alam mo ba, ngayon, alam na nila lahat ng mga pangalan ng lahat ng mga house help. Mula driver, hanggang hardinero, hanggang yaya nila, alam nila yung mga pangalan. And I'm saying, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to make a true contribution and legacy to the world. If I raise these kids the right way, then my legacy of goodwill and positivity lives on, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a gift. I never knew, I always hoped, but I never knew that it would be this joyful. I never lost hope. Alam mo ba na pumunta pa ako ng Singapore, pumunta pa ako ng New York, and they all turned me down. And they said, Corina, you're too old. Your follicles, your FSH level is too high. We don't want a statistic of failure. And I said, hello, matalino akong babae, magre-research ako. Difficult, and remember this, difficult does not mean impossible. So, nag-research ako, I worked with a very matyaga na Filipino OBGYN, and his name is Dr. Joy Novero. And every week we monitored my FSH level. And long story short, Tim, nakabuo ako ng follicles, humingi ako ng similia sa kung sino man yung dinedate ko nung mga panahon na yon. And we were able to freeze embryos. It so happened I married him. So now I have two beautiful babies. There is hope for every woman who wants to start having children and a family later in her life. Basta email nyo ako, tutulungan ko kayo talaga.
Yeah. And even my friend Divine Lee, di ba? She told me from way back, ikaw talaga nagsabi sa kanya to freeze her eggs. But for you, how far ago, how many years ago did you freeze yours?
Nako, nagsisimula pa lang kami mag-date ni Mar or even before Mar. I already said, I love kids, I love children. Paano kaya yon? The survival rate of freezing eggs is still very low. Hindi pwede. Hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun ka-unfair ang nature na pag nag-freeze ka ng eggs, mas mababa, talagang mataas ang mortality rate. Mababa ang survival rate. But if you choose a Brazilian model to be your donor, or somebody like Tim Yap to be the father of your child, pagsama mo yon, pag finreeze mo ang embryo, meaning egg and sperm together, that can be forever. And that's what happened with Pepe and Pilar. I love them. Oh my God, look at them. They're so beautiful.
I know, super duper
Look
cute.
at them.
So when are you gonna see them? Kasi now, di ba, you guys are FaceTiming with each other because you're still busy at work. When are you guys gonna actually see each other na?
Well, this is the second time that I am out of the house because I have to work. I believe that women should work. I believe that women are not delegated to just 24/7 be with the kids. I believe that women should be able to buy their own poison. So it's about balance, it's about timing, scheduling, and right now I'm out of Cubao, where my kids are. I
Yeah.
haven't seen them in 3 weeks, but I FaceTime with them every single day. So it's about, I think, just being single minded about what defines a woman. And Tim,
Yeah.
I think what defines a woman, so much more. Sorry pasensya na kayo Huwag magagalit sa akin ng mga lalaki. What defines a woman is so much more than what defines a man. Because a woman is a mother, and most mothers bear the children. Does that mean that I have to do less contribution to the world? No. I think it's about coming to terms with your child, coming to terms with yourself, and having a partner who understands that I, as a woman, have to be as whole as a man, making a contribution to the world at the same time rearing twins. So that's my thing. This is my constant calculation of what I should do, what I shouldn't do, what I should do more of, less of, la 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 la.
Yeah.
You're going to be married very soon, right?
Oh, we're married na.
Ito ba kayo?
Oo, married na kami, oo. I
Congratulations!
thank you. 2 years. Pero yan ang next, anak, kaya I'm gonna consult you on that also when the time comes. So, di ba sa iyo nga, oo, 2 years nga, di ba? So you, with you, di ba, ano nga eh, di ba, delayed gratification, but times two God because you have your twins, di ba? So you said kanina that a woman is allowed to have her own poison. What is your poison?
I don't know. My poison is
Aside
having,
from career. Kasi we know that you've been driven with your career, but the other side of you, Corina.
I'm very hard driven. I am target oriented. I have to reach my target. When I am employed, I have to be able to tell Gabby Lopez or Manny Panglinan, I am going to reach this target. I am going to reach this rating. And, God is very good to me. He helps me and I am able to reach my targets. Palakpakan naman tayo dyan.
Yay! Yay! Galing
So,
naman.
so it takes a lot of hard work. So I think for balance, and I'm a big believer and fan of balance. As hard as you play, as hard as you work, you should be able to be hard as you play. Okay?
Yes.
So that's why the food that you sent to me,
Oh, there!
walk with Yap. Walk
Yes.
with super sarap.
Galing,
As
yay!
as hard as you work, you should be as hard as you play.
Yes.
Totoo yan, Tim. Oh my God, so wrong. Yan ang dinner
Yay!
ko to.
Please enjoy. That's my labor of love during lockdown. Diba? So,
Do you
diba, lockdown,
deliver?
sure. Huh? We made sure talaga that we're doing something, and that's what we did aside from all the things that we've been doing during lockdown. Ayan. So please enjoy the food from Walk with Yap. And that's all hearty and healthy, and you can change that into adlay or quinoa. Ayun, no? Diba? Wow, nako, tataas yung benta ko niyan. Hawak ni Corina. Because Vicky Bello also told me, among all her endorsers of Bello Medical, you are the most effective, one of the most effective. Sinabi niyan sa akin.
You know why? You know why, Tim? I really
Hmm.
think. Siyempre, mga
Oh,
tao, sasabihin nila,
yes.
maganda na naman talaga siya. Ang mga tao,
Parang, are we, sometimes we experience technical difficulty because of course, bumabagyo ngayon at saka full moon. So, pasensya na. Ayan, Corina is back with us. Corina, we experienced some technical difficulty
what
earlier.
full moon? Teka muna, Tim. What
Oh, yun.
happens to you during full moon? Mag-dasal ka.
Ako, mamaya pa ako masisiraan ng ulo. But it really happens. The full moon, yung energy ng full moon, napakalakas eh. Kaya na-feel, kaya tignan mo kanina, nagbadya na yung weather by having thunder and all that, everything. You know it's gonna be such strong energy right now. So perfect nga that we have you. Because, pang full moon talaga tayo.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy that
Ha? Oh, ayun, sabi ko nga talaga, ang lakas ng full moon. Korea, may I suggest, maybe we can use your phone instead of your laptop para para we have a stronger signal because the full moon is napakalakas ng energy ni Miss Korina and talagang naapektuhan yung ating Wi-Fi. Ayan, but for all of you guys who are watching, there you are, Korina. You're back. There, can you hear me? Ayan. Are we seeing each other? Ayan. I'm sure all of you guys who are watching are learning so much. It's maganda meron tayong ganitong time so we can digest because it's coming from a point of strength, of wisdom, of coming from somebody who really knows what she's talking about because she's really targeted every stage of her life, di ba? Kasi some people make it organic, but some people, because they're so goal-oriented, it became organic because ganun yung culture nila, the way they think about life and about success. And that's what happened with Korina. That's why she's successful. And that's why, we all look at her as a queen because she never allowed anything to hamper her way to succeeding. Ayan, in all aspects yan, this is from career to family, and no matter how late it happened, she became a mother and she's doing great as a mother. Hey, Korina, you're back.
You know what? I believe as long as it's enough to just keep giving and giving and giving, I believe it's going to turn to you. No, really. Pag manakwenta dyan, nagiging mas so hanggang siya sa a lot of people. I have so people send me visit help with this online. Actually, very excited posting my social media forms, but I give it to them because I really believe it. That time, I want to be able to tell myself during the hardest times, I was for you. I am there for you any time of the day.
Korina, we're losing you. I just want to make sure that you're connected to Wi-Fi. Correct ba? Kasi in my screen, parang you're not moving. Parang sana, ayun.
Okay.
Or do you want to connect through your phone?
Wait,
Huh?
hold on. Okay.
Yes,
I
yes.
am my phone. So,
Hindi na yung signal eh.
Are we better now?
Yes, but I can hear you better, but you're in the dark.
Okay.
Ayan.
Better now? Can you see me?
Wrong screen.
Can you see me now?
I can't see you. You're in the dark.
Okay, wait.
Ayan.
So are we okay now?
Ayan. Connect to the camera, to the video.
Hear you?
Ayan.
Okay na tayo?
Hindi pa rin kita nakikita eh.
Baby!
Activate the camera, please, on video.
Activate the camera. Ayan. Are we good now?
Ayan, Javi, ano ba to? Paano ba to mag-on ng camera? Video. Sa video, we experience this. Ganun talaga. Medyo may technical difficulty pagka live. It really happens.
Are we okay now?
No, we don't see you pa rin. It's still dark.
Hold on. David!
Korina, can you click on the link again?
Click on the link.
Oh, you can exit and then click on the link again.
Okay, wait,
Ayan. Oh.
click on the link.
Yes.
And we are on. Okay, can you do a very short ad lib while I
Yes.
go through the loop?
Okay, yes, please. Okay. There, perfect. You're correct na. Andiyan ka na. Oh, see, we can see Korina's house right now. Ayan, she took a break and I love it because I saw her dogs. And so you can see we later on we will be talking about Korina's quotes, because she has a lot of quotes as we know, and we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna ask her when she said it and why she said those things, because that's why people are calling Korina the queen of clap back and clap back, ayan, di ba? Ayan. But Korina, it's correct where you are right now. We just need you. We just need you back here. But again, at what I was telling you guys, it's normal that to experience that these technical difficulties. It's part of live doing a live show. And again, I want to say hello to some of our friends who are here. Marilyn Faustino Montenegro said, "Hello, Korina. I remember fond memories of my childhood swimming in your house while you chatted with my mom." O, diba? So cute. Ayun. And then also we have from Lenta Chappy. "Hey, mate, how's it going? So good so far." Oh, there. I can see my walk with you up there. Thank you for the plug, Korina. I super duper appreciate it. And for the people who are, please, you can order Walk with Yap from Food Panda and Grab. There. Perfect. Tamang-tama. Okay na. Yes.
Hi, Tim.
There you go. Yay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm gonna drink also. Sana nagdala ako ng wine dito, no? But
No,
Korina,
cheers.
ayun na nga. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Korina, you are known for your quotes. People call you the clapback queen. So we will go through a few of your quotes and tell us what was going through in your mind when you said these things. Okay? There. First, ayan, sabi niya, "Woke up wanting to dive into a cup of hot tea. Have a great weekend, people. Kung ano man yung ininda nyo, malalagpasan nyo rin. Kapit lang." Ayan. Why did you say this?
I think I think social media, Tim, is a very powerful tool. Everyone nasa cellphone nila, nasa iPad nila, terminal nila. Parang it's such a powerful tool. You can get to anybody and everybody. You should be responsible enough to be inspirational. I think lahat ng tao merong iniinda. Mababaw man yan o malalim, bata, matanda, mayroong iniinda. So, wala lang. To me, if I'm going to post something, I'm going to post a beautiful photo and say, okay lang yan. Kasi sa karanasan ko, in my experience of more than 50 years on this earth, there's no problem that you cannot solve. There's no circumstance or hardship that you will not survive. And I think people, especially younger people, have to know that. The rate of suicide is so high. The rate of illness and cancer is so high. If I can make a contribution to tell people, okay lang yan, smile ka lang, iwas tayo sa sakit, kaya mo yan, I'm gonna do it. Even in my very, very, very small universe of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
2,100,000, 1,000,000 lang naman ang following. Napaka-small naman ng universe. Ayan, next quote. Let's go to the next quote, Korina. Ayan, ito ang very viral na "please leave, bruha ka." Ayan, please explain. What were you thinking when you said bruha ka? Which It echoed the
Alam
sentiment of its time, di ba?
Hindi ko, when I started, I'm one of the latest comers. Late comer ako talaga when it comes to social media.
Hmm.
Kasi I'm a very private person. Everyone was telling me, no, it's now social media. I took up my master's. I was already past 50. And I was one of the last women standing saying, hindi, talaga dyaryo pa rin yan. Hindi, radyo pa rin yan, TV pa rin yan. And then my professor said, no, it's now going to be the economy of attention. And I said, no way. And lo and behold, a few months later, I'm really taking my social media very seriously. So please leave Bruja. It's really about how do you handle paid trolls who are paid to just spread negativity. To me, it can be two things. Take it seriously, and there's a way to do that. Or take it like, laruin mo na lang sila to your advantage. Right? So, I do it two-pronged. To me, when I say, please leave Bruja ka, it was very spontaneous. I decidedly said, if I start my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, I'm going to be um, totally positive, best life. It's all going to be about love, love, love. But then, when, of course, ABS-CBN and the issues surrounding its franchise renewal came, I just felt that I was morally obligated to defend what was right and what was reasonable. And to me, that was my take. Kung babanatan mo ako on my Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, sa itsura ko, sabi mo, pangit ako, matanda na ako, whatever. Okay lang sa akin yun. Pero pag sinabi mo na dapat ipasara ang ABS-CBN, that's when I told myself, I draw the line there. I think I am morally, ethically obligated to defend my mother company for what they have contributed to this country. And I was very instrumental in so much of the charity that we have given the poor, the voiceless, the homeless. So parang ambag ko na yon. Pero hindi ako bumabanat sa gobyerno. Problema na nila yon. To me, pag sinabi mo sa akin, pangit ako, sasabihin ko, talaga, siguro, mas pangit ka. Kasi kung pangit ka, yun lang ang dahilan kung bakit sasabihin mo sa ibang tao na pangit siya. So, wala lang, hindi ako napipikon, Tim. It's really all for entertainment.
Ang galing. Yun talaga yun. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next quote.
Okay, what's that?
It's called Encalida, the mother of viruses.
I just believe that after all of, I believe that after all of what the National Telecommunications Commission said during the Senate investigation and hearings, after all of the promises that were committed on record, saying, hindi, this is all you have to do. You just have to submit this, and you will be renewed. And then suddenly, the agency of Secretary Kalida says, hindi, basta pasaran nyo yan. To me, that is a virus. To me, that is a virus. To me, this is not an indictment of the entire Duterte administration. They have done some good work. But what Secretary Kalida did, to me, is beyond comprehension. And I say that because he was a friend of my mother. They used to do Bible study in our home in Merville every week. So how could be someone godly be so unreasonable? Now, Secretary Kalida may have his own reasons. I cannot judge people. I'm not God. But that's just my opinion.
Okay, cool. Okay, next. This is another quote that is famous. You just said it last Monday. I do not ask money from my husband, not yet anyway.
I do not believe in women asking and relying on their husbands for money. I do not believe in a woman being incapacitated to earn for her own poison. Well, I also do not judge. Kasi, alam mo, Tim, kanya-kanya yan, di ba? Pero I grew up kasi in a family where the women work. And I grew up in a family where the women do not ask money from their husbands. At the same time, do not rely on their husbands for their happiness. I
Okay.
believe that when you decide to marry, you have to give in to that marriage enough so that you are both self sufficient and can give enough happiness to your partner. That's it.
Ito naman, on dating, ito, sabi mo about Fernando Carrillo kasi marami ang kinilig that you guys had were dating. 'Di ba? So there, it says we had a date and at the end of the date, nagkakaripas ako ng takbo papasok ng kotse ko to leave, referring to your date with Fernando Carrillo or si ano sa Marimar, si yon, the star of Marimar. Yeah.
Yes, well, Fernando and I continue to, well, we text each other, but at that time, I really just wanted to rated Balitang K at that time.
Yes.
Uh, and I said, well,
Sergio. Oo.
yeah, we should interview Talia, we should interview Sergio, we should even interview Fulgoso the dog who talks.
You
And
interviewed
at
the
that
dog too.
And at that time, we had a presidential coverage in New York for ERAP,
Hmm.
President ERAP. So I told my team, nasan ba si Talia? Nasan ba si Fernando? Hanapin natin sila. So let's interview them and air them. So Talia happened to be in New York also at that time. And they were very, very happy with how I fixed the room, how I styled everything. So yes, Talia was it was a very big success. Where was Fernando Carrillo? Nasa Miami. Oh my God, Tim, kailangan ko pang lumipad papuntang Miami para lang
Wow.
ma-interview yan. So, nagkataon naman na, Fernando is a very beautiful person, a beautiful man, and he was very big in the Philippines at that time. Kinarga ako. Nagalit
Wow.
sa lahat ng mga muher sa Pilipinas. Bakit si Corina yung binibit-bit ni Fernando, right? But the fact is, yes, I had a date with Fernando. We had drinks in some place in Makati. Pero kasi neneng-nene pa ako noon. And alam
Max.
mo naman, talagang Pilipina, Kim.
Oh,
Hindi naman ako pwedeng, alam mo na, di ba? So, takot na takot ako after the date, I told Fernando, okay, bye, bye, bye. Kasi paalis na rin siya noon, pabalik ng Venezuela. So I said, bakit ako makikipagrelasyon sa isang lalaki na paalis na? So, hindi naman ako ganon, di ba? So, but I'm very happy that today, Fernando is, I think, happily in love with someone. After that that interview with G3 came out, he messaged me again, and I
yeah.
told na okay, when you come to the Philippines, we have to get together again. And Tim, you have to set this up with Javi.
Of
And then
course.
dig with Fernando Carrillo, the forever heartthrob of the Philippines, and maybe even Talia. So let's have a party with them.
Yeah, we will make sure. Ayos natin yan. Okay, ito naman. May message nga si Fernando. My beloved Philippines, forever in my heart, mabuhay. Ayan. And over the years, Korea undoubtedly a true lady and a real Filipina female example of what an empowered woman is. Ayan, di ba? O, ano na yan, palakpak for that. Totoo naman, di ba? Okay, and last quote. Ito, to quote, and ang marriage vow ko is not till death do us part. It is hanggang makakaya ko. Ayan. And Bea Zobel says, sexy mom, Korina. Bea's watching. Hello to Bea.
Hi, Bea. Hi, Bea. Hi, G3. Hi, all of my idols who speak their minds. And I really believe, Tim, that women worldwide and even in the Philippines, we have to redefine ourselves. I really think that marriage vows should be revisited. I think there's no such thing as forever if your chosen partner, as it turns out, di ba, di mo naman alam yan, di ba? As it turns out, is an effing serial killer. What do you do? Hello, is that still till death do us part? I'm not
No,
saying
kasi
R.
you're gonna die na with that person.
I know.
Serial killer
But
siya, di ba?
R is a serial killer, ha? Excuse me, hindi. All I'm saying is, I think marriage vows should be redesigned. That's why I redesigned my own marriage vows. Hindi ako naniniwala sa till death do us part, kahit na pinahihirapan mo ako to death. Hindi ako naniniwala sa till death do us part. Ano, dahil sa dokumento lang na yan, kahit sobra na akong unhappy, I believe that it is about collaboration, agreement, and the level of my happiness. Life is short. If you stop growing, if you are miserable, if your partner erodes on your essence, I think it's time to say goodbye. And that should be in your marriage vows when you get married. Para hindi ka nagigilty na, oh my God, sinabi ko sa Diyos, till death do us part. So ayoko bulahin ng Panginoon. Sasabihin ko talaga kay God, God, teka ha, hindi ko to kilala. Pag ito, pinahirapan akong sobra, hanggang dito lang ako. You know what I mean? Right?
Exactly. Exactly. So which goes to, I'm sure marami na ngayon nagre-rewrite ng mga marriage vows nila ngayon. So ito, tama-tama ang segue ko naman dito kasi the next thing is, what is Korina's message to these people? First group of people, to the people who are against divorce. Ayan. What is your message for them?
I think that I really believe that you are deluded. I really believe that life and people and human beings are evolving. I believe that the human being is a constant evolution. And to say that hanggang dito ka lang because of this document is a fallacy. I would challenge everyone who would say a pact of marriage is for forever. I would challenge them to say, send me the statistics, send me the numbers. And I think the numbers themselves will tell you that it really all depends on the agreement of the man and the woman and not what the pro forma marriage certificate dictates.
Okay. What is your message naman now to the 70 congressmen who voted yes.
To
To the 70 congressmen who voted yes against the renewal of the franchise of ABS-CBN.
Well, I think that every congressman who voted against the franchise of ABS-CBN has his own reason for voting that yes or no, right? I can't judge. All I can say and all I can speak for Tim is
Yes,
my right,
yes,
my work. Not the work of the Lopezes, not the work of Noli de Castro, not the work of Anthony Taberna, or, you know, I can only vouch for my work. I can only say that I have worked and lived so hard with the basbas of the Lopezes. I can only say that we with the Lopezes have helped so many people among all of the networks. ABS-CBN was the one who invested the most in reaching the most number of people. Alam mo ba, Tim, ngayon,
hmm,
maraming tao sa Pilipinas ang walang TV kasi walang ABS-CBN. I'm not saying ABS-CBN is perfect. I'm not ABS-CBN. I'm only Korina. Empleyado lang ako dyan. But my message to the congressmen, not just ABS-CBN.
yeah. Ayan. So that's her message. Meron tayong cliffhanger dyan because she was saying her message before tayo naputol. Konti na lang and then we will hear her message again. Again, we just with what we are doing, we want to hear her thoughts because again during this whole time so many things were happening. So now lang natin na pag-uusapan and there. So other meron pa tayong mga ibang messages that we want to hear from her and of what she will say to these people, you know. Galing yun. When you look at Corina, you see how she thinks, right? She thinks on her feet and she knows and you can tell that she really means what she's saying and she knows what it's about. Meron pa tayong, ayan, there she is. Corina,
Okay,
there you go.
so
Okay.
last word, all I'm saying, ito na, as a last word, all I'm saying to all the politicians, and I've been on both sides of the fences,
Yes.
when you decide not only for yourself today, you decide for your child, you decide for your legacy, which means your child, your grandchild, and your great grandchild. When you decide for this country, you have to be able to defend how you decided for the good of not only now, but for the future of the entire Philippines down the line. Yun lang.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of for the future, for the next generation, what is your message to the future Pepe and Pilar?
I think Pepe and Pilar should go for what they love to do. I will never dictate on what Pepe and Pilar want to do. I think they should go for what makes them happy. Because life, Tim, is so short. You know that. It's so short. And happiness is defined by how much happiness you give to other people. It is not about your own happiness. I think it is about the happiness and the help that you give other people. And you do not need a position in government to do that. That's
Yan.
what I tell Pepe and Pilar.
That's what best life is all about. From
Yeah.
Pepe and Pilar, let's go to your message to Mar.
Well, Tomar, I think I love him. I love him for all the contributions he has made all his life to this country. If this country did not choose him to lead, then he has given his best since his 30s up to his 60s. I cannot begin and end to enumerate, Tim, the number of laws for the young, for education, for the small businesses that Mar has been able to um, create law as a legislator. How much he has given as an executive to the police to guard this country. Ang masasabi ko lang, honey, nabigay mo na lahat ng mabibigay mo sa bansang ito. Nasa sa kanila nila yan kung ano ang pipiliin nila. Hindi ka pa tapos, bata ka pa. Pero relax ka lang kasi may Pepe and Pilar na tayo. That's it.
Ayun. Nice. Okay. Next, that's a beautiful message. Next, what is your message for presidential spokesperson Harry Roque?
I think he's a friend, Secretary Roque. You are in a very special and empowered position. I think you should, on a daily basis, just pray to God and ask Him what is the right thing to do and what is the right thing to say. You are in a very powerful but very temporary position of power. It is how you use that power that will determine whether you enter the gates of heaven or the gates of hell. That's it.
Wow. Okay. Whew, that's super loaded, Corina? Galing, galing. And last but not the least, what is your message to President Duterte?
President Duterte was a friend from the beginning. Even before I met Mar, I would interview President Duterte as the mayor of Davao. And he was always beloved. I believe that he was put there for a reason. I think he was put there by God, no less. Life is short. He knows that. And I think that this is the rarest opportunity that life in heaven can give anyone in the world to make a difference for the most number of people. President Duterte, I believe in you. I believe that you will do the best for this country in your lifetime because not everyone has that privilege, but God gave you that privilege. Use it to help the most number of people.
There. Okay. I agree with you with that because it's really, we have to work together kahit ano mangyari, di ba? Ayan, ito naman, from your messages to them, some people naman have messages for you. Ayan. So, let's listen to their messages for Korina.
Hello, Tim. I know you're going to interview Korina. So, hi, Korina, surprise. So, you're wondering why I care about Korina so much, why I love her. Because honestly, Korina is one faithful friend that anyone could really wish for, or anyone is lucky to have if you share that kind of friendship with her. She never abandons you at your lowest point, or if you're down, Korina is the first to throw you a rope. I love Korina for that. And I love her not only because of that alone. She's thoughtful. She is like a guru in my life. She has taught me a lot. And Korina is very generous. Not just in material things, but more on teaching you and sharing her learnings about life. I love Korina for that. She's honest, she's sincere, and she is who she is. She's genuine, she's real. That's why, whatever happens, I'll always stand side by side with her. I love you, Koreans, and I love you, Tim, too. Bye!
Hi, ma'am. First of all, I would like to say thank you for everything, for sticking up with me and 20 years na, ma'am. Just take good care of yourself, Sir Mar, and of course the kids. Always remember, I will always be here for you, and I love you.
O, di ba? Korina, that's your Juliet.
Two of the closest to me.
Meron pang isa. Meron pang isa, one last. Because,
Okay.
oh, ayun. Ano yun? You can't hear? Sabi ko, before, kasi diba, of course, you're Korina Sanchez, but I heard so much about you from this friend of ours. So that's how I knew that, you know, you're super fun, that you're such a loyal friend, and she's here also to give you a greeting. Here.
Hi, Timmy! Hi, Koring! Sus ko, parang nahulaan naman ni Korina kung sino yung lalabas sa dulo. But yeah, Tim called me and said, like, ano daw yung mga things na I know about Korina that people don't know. Baka people know about it, but I think if there's one thing, she's a really, really good friend and a bad enemy. Alam mo yon, like, even at my worst, alam natin yan. She was always there for me. Hindi siya yung friend na kakausapin ka lang eh. She would think of ways to really make you feel better. Ano pa ba? Siya ang reason bakit may Baz and Blanca. You know, I was so young that time and we would hang out. Tapos she said, like, you know what? You should freeze your eggs. At that time, hello, 20 plus ako. Sino naman mag-a-advise sa akin na freeze your eggs, diba, at that time? And at that time, taboo pa yan. But I did. I followed her because parang she was like, you're so high on life. You're so high on your career, with your career. So parang I think na it would be a good idea. Edi kung wala, edi wala. Sabi niya, hindi mo kailangan. But at least it's there. So isipin nyo, nagpakasal ako ng 35 years old. But hindi ako nagka-problem having a baby. It's because I really give it to her. She led me to the right doctor, ganyan. Everything. So, ano pa ba? Another thing about Korina is that bago pa nauso yung mga mahihilig sa halaman, yung mga plantitas na yan, tsaka yung mga plato, siya talagang original plantita at plato-plato. She would bring in silver and then parang na-addict na rin ako sa kakabidala niya ng mga silvers, ganyan. So I would get a lot, 'di ba? She would give to her friends also. And then di pa uso nung time na yon yung mga table setting. Siya talaga yung original. And then naloka yung mga friends ko iba. Ano ba tong si Divine? Puro plato na lang yung inuuwi. Yan yung when everybody was buying bags and shoes, I was buying plates with Korina. What else pa ba? When people say, diba, I mean, hindi naman siya secret. Sabi nila, baka terror, ganyan. Parang I have to disagree. Siguro, strong personality talaga si Koring, which we know naman when she bashes all those trolls. But, one measure kasi na tinuro sa akin ng dad ko on how to know if yung kausap mong tao is talagang mabuting tao, yung staff niya, sobrang tagal na sa kanya. Alam niyo, kung masamang tao yan, matagal na rin nag-alisan yung mga tao niya. But it's the same people na from when I met her all the way through. So, kita niyo na, like, yung staff niya are still the same people. So, malaking bagay yun. May tumatagal, diba? And last, ilan na ba yung Tim? Last would be, grabe yan sa aso niya. As in, love na love niya talaga yung mga dogs niya. Kaya, I knew she would be a good mom. Because just looking at her pagkasama niya yung dogs niya, I met her once in her condo. And then, parang may tinatago ata siyang aso. Kasi, bago pa lang yung aso. Tapos, hindi pa ata alam ni Mar. Tapos, baka magreklamo na si Mar dahil ang dami-dami niya ng aso. So, yeah, she was hiding the dog. And she was there with the dog kasi ayaw niyang iwan yung dog. So, yeah. So, I knew she would be a good mom kasi the way she was taking care of her dogs, grabe na nga. And, paano pa pag tao, di ba? So, Karina, hope you had fun there. Masaya naman dyan yung chikahan. And I miss you so much. Sana magka-playdate na yung mga bagets natin. That's Blanca na tumatawa outside. Bye! Love you! Love you both!
There! O, di ba? Ay, audio. Unmute.
I super love
Ayun.
Divine.
She super loves you too. O, di ba parang birthday mo, Corina?
And I can't hear you. Bakit
I
hindi
said,
kita marinig?
parang birthday mo. Ayan, o. May pa-tribute. Oh.
Wait, I can't
You can
hear
hear
you.
me? Ayan, Corina, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Yes?
Wait, Tim, ha?
Oh. You can hear me now? Yeah.
So, I love
There.
Divine, and I knew Divine from the very beginning. I never judged her for whatever it was between her father. I love Divine, and I'm very happy that Divine found her love and her kids. She's now a complete um, member of our family. And yes, everything that she said, nakaka-relate ako talaga. Kasi she's been a friend for a very, very long time.
Okay.
Pero I really want to hear you, Tim. Bakit parang hindi kita
Oh, di mo
marinig?
marinig? Okay. You can't hear me? Okay. Corina, final words. You can hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Final. There. You got it? There, Corina. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Learned so much from you, and I hope the people who are watching us, they learned from your messages of empowerment. Maraming salamat. And please, what are your final words before we wrap things up?
My final words are these. These are very difficult times, people. Hindi tayo nakakalabas, konti ang kinikita natin. Lahat tayo parang nagtutulungan. Sandali lang ito. Pero ito ang magsasabi sa ating lahat. Magpapaalala sa ating lahat na wala sa atin ang kontrol. Ang kontrol talaga nasa langit. At ang pinaka-importante sa lahat ay yung nagmamahalan tayo. At alam natin na kung ano yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. At yun ay ang pagmamahal sa isa't isa. Kaya mahal ko si Tim, mahal ko kayong lahat na nanonood sa atin. And sana matapos na itong paghihirap sa ating lahat. Pero sa pagtatapos ng lahat ng ito, COVID-19, sana naman lahat tayo maging panibagong tao na alam na natin kung ano yung dapat. Kung hindi, baka ang susunod na hagupit sa atin ng Panginoon ay mas matindi. Meantime, Tim, I love you and I'm so happy for you and Javi. I hope you invite me to your special day. And I believe that love wins at the end.
Thank you so much, Corina. Have a great evening. Enjoy this moon and enjoy your night. I hope to see you soon, okay?
Yes,
Yes.
with
Yay! Thank you.
Walk with Yap.
Yun. Thank you. Bye, Corina. See you soon. Mwah. There you go. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned. Pasensya na sa ating mga technical difficulties. That's part of how a live show is. But thank you so much to the 8 people who stayed with us till the very end. I super appreciate it. And this coming weeks and this coming months, we have so much in store. We're preparing, Tim Yap Live is preparing something super special for you guys, which includes a superstar and somebody who is the reason for the season and more things. Okay? I don't want to give out so much, but anyway, I just want to let you know, talagang humanda kayo, kagaya ng sabi ni Korina. Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for staying. Have a great evening, everyone. Mwah.